time is 5:22, and this,
He does.
oh, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. As you know, I'm the Maverick County Attorney. My understanding is y'all did receive an email that I sent today, so I'm glad that y'all acknowledged that. I did send previous emails to that regarding my overall budget. I sent a follow-up email today regarding a budget that was approved in 1992 regarding the salary. That is the salary that was paid to the county attorney back then, which is equivalent to the salary that's currently being paid to the county attorney's office right now. That was just to show you. However, primarily I want to talk to you about budget increase as to my office. I understand earlier, I do want to say that I wholeheartedly agree with Mr. Serna in what he indicated, in that, you know, defunding of prosecutor's office is the equivalent of defunding the police. It's very important to have well-funded law enforcement in our community. Mr. Serna is the chief law enforcement officer of the district. I am the chief.
Let me stop you right there.
One
No,
second.
sir, I'm not finished.
I'm not
Sir,
finished.
I have the floor.
No, you don't.
I'm going to
talking.
tell you right now.
Sir,
I'm going to tell you
I
right
am the
now,
chief law
ladies and
enforcement
gentlemen.
officer.
This is the
of
second statement,
the
sir.
county.
This is the second statement, second time that it has been said that this county commissioner's court is trying to defund the police.
And I stand by.
Okay, and we are not defunding the police. That is the amount that is already in there for this fiscal year. Now, let's clarify that.
Okay.
Let us clarify that, because it's the second time that y'all have taken pot shots at this court by saying that.
Okay.
The police, you can do this.
Okay, so I do want to make it clear that you indicated that you were not lowering the budget of Mr. Serna, therefore you're not defunding police.
Thank you.
Right? However, I do want to make it clear that prior to me entering office, the county attorney's office was defunded by $92,000. So there was a defunding police, in my opinion, in that situation. Unfortunately, I was not in office yet. The prior administration had the opportunity to fight it. She did not, for whatever reason she chose not to. I am here now to defend my office, my staff, and Maverick County. So what I am saying is I have sent everybody on the Commissioner's Court request for what I'm asking. Yes, it is a drastic change, but I will say that that office has been severely underfunded for many years. In fact, I know Mr. Ramos was there for at least 13 years, and I wrote down here, and I only went back a couple of years, to be honest, and every year since 2011, there's some changes. You know, back in, I think 2011, it went up about 35,000. They added for the first time ever an investigator position, which was great. And everything since that point, there was a couple of thousand here, which, you know, dealt with longevity pay or insurance coverages or building costs, et cetera, your standard fluctuations. When, you know, as you all know, I was the county attorney back in 2018. We were able to increase the budget back then by $124,000 during that time. I was no longer in office after that. The next person that came in, her budget was able to increase by $27,000 and increased twice, if I'm not mistaken. And then she lost an election, and then I was coming in. And at that point, with nothing changing other than the fact that I was coming in, is a decrease of $91,000. So again, I'm asking for this court to please take into consideration the citizens of Maverick County, have our office funded properly. I want to say that before I came into office, I sent everybody that was on the Commissioner's Court at the time a letter as the county attorney-elect requesting, please leave the budget where it is. I didn't even ask for an increase. I asked for it to be left where it was at. You know, give me the same opportunity as the prior person did. That's what I was asking for before I came in. But before I came in, it was reduced by $91,145 for whatever reason. Again, I will say that me and my small staff have been doing a hell of a job. We've been doing the best that we can with what we have, but our community is growing. We need help. I sent everybody here by email, which everybody, I believe, confirmed earlier that you did receive some emails. In those emails, I explained to you how the workload we have compared to all the surrounding counties. We are by far the biggest county in the area that deals with the most cases. We deal with thousands of cases. We deal with misdemeanor cases. So again, like Mr. Serna does the felony cases, our office deals with the misdemeanors. They go in front of this judge, actually. So we have one of the smallest staffs comparatively. As for budgets compared to population, I will say that our sister city, our sister county, mind you, Valverde, has double our budget, way more staff, way more attorneys, and yet they have a smaller population and have less amount of work than we do. So all I'm asking is for us to try to be competitive, try to be where we're at in 2021. I know earlier somebody was mentioning that all I cared about was the salary. Well, see, it's not about me. It's about the next person that comes out. If we want to talk about getting people in this community to go get their education, come back and want to serve this community, how are we going to bring them here with a salary from 1992? What are we telling our people that go out there and get a law degree to come back? How's that bringing anybody home? So that's why I care about the salary. But on top of that, I care about my office's budget to make sure we have the resources that we need to do our job. So with that said, I'm more than willing to answer any questions. If you have any questions for me, if not, I hope you can take it into consideration. I've asked the judge, I've asked you all if you have any times for meetings to discuss this more thoroughly. I'm available. I'm yet to hear anything, but I'm available to discuss. I understand everybody wants something. I'm not ignorant to that. I know that, how you said earlier, you take from here, you have to give there. I get it. But at a minimum, we should be where my predecessor was right before I came in. There's nothing that's happened since then to now to justify that. So, thank you. Any questions? Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Any commentary? Over here? Over here?
I just don't, Judge Ibame, I just
Go
don't
ahead.
appreciate that they keep mentioning that we're defunding the police, because we're not. I mean, I know we're not.
Sure.
And I know we're doing everything we can to give every office, but we can't. I mean, you have 15 employees right now, and you're asking for more employees because we're defunding the police if we don't give you the salary that you're asking, the budget that you're asking. So I just don't appreciate that, because I know we're not defunding the police.
Anything for me?
No.
Good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and Rose, when you talk about the commissioner, I mean, we all understand, we all try to support the way that we can. I mean, the district judges are at the highest level of all of this hierarchy. You don't see them asking for something that's out of bounds. They're not saying, if you don't give us what we want, you're defunding the police. And that's why I take insult to that, because if you look at it, the constables' offices are being supported in this budget more than ever before. I don't have the sheriff coming and telling me, I want $500,000 more, but if you don't give it to me, then you're defunding the police because you didn't increase it. We're finding efficient ways. I believe we put somebody in precinct 4 eventually after 8 months, we're gonna have, something there, but there's a lot of situations where we find ourselves that we're not able to get what we want. And I understand the frustration, and I understand the anger. And at the same time, that's why I made the comment. That's why I asked Linda. Linda, wasn't to disrespect you. Linda, go bring me the other budgets from the prior 3 to 4 years. That's why when you said 3 years, I go, no, I've got it right here in writing. 2 years ago, we gave you a bump. This year, it's been not a good year, but we're not lowering it. That doesn't mean that we're defunding it if we're not able to give you more than what you've come here and we've been very cordial to you. Yeah, and Mr. Iracheta, and I apologize because I interrupted you, but I interrupted you because that's the second time I heard defunding the police. And we're not doing anything of the sort.
Well, we just have a difference of opinions. I think you argue for this.
Okay, well, but I've got it here in black and white. So if you're gonna say that, if you're gonna make the accusation that I'm defunding the police, sir, I'm gonna come back to Commissioner's Court and show you guys how much each department has gone up from last year to this year, and you're gonna see that, oh, you know what? They gave more money to fund the police, okay? if I was to be rudimentary and give Mr. Iracheta a hard time, I would just say, great. Iracheta only asked for 269,000 here. That's what I'm gonna give him. A ver cómo le hace. We didn't do that. What I'm proposing is 333. He only asked for 269. Okay? So I get together with the auditor and I tell the auditor, he forgot this, this, and this. Put it in there. I didn't say I'm gonna give him a hard time. Okay, if I give him a hard time, I say, ha ha, you turn in 269 and all we're gonna give you is 269. We didn't do that. We don't operate like that. So when you do say we're defunding, I'm gonna come back and defend the stance of the court, whether some of us agree or we don't. There's no defunding of any kind of sword matter, in any way, form, or manner. Okay? I just need to clarify that.
We disagree.
Anybody else?
Yes, I just feel they're here because they're in need, and as a court, I feel that we need to see how we can help them. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
And I agree.
So
We're all
let's
in
take
need.
that into consideration, that we heard their needs, and we just need to take it into consideration and see how we can help them.
Thank you.
Maybe not the full amount, but come up with something
Thank you for your
to help
comments.
them.
All right, any other questions or comments? The time is 5:33 p.m. The sheriff, do you want to say something? You okay? Yeah, of course you can. It's because we've had to do this twice. I said a third time would be an ideal thing to do. Go ahead, Sheriff.
Yes, thank you very much, Commissioner, Judge. Keep hearing that, I guess we're not doing a good job, but we're doing the best we can. We have been, I understand we're gonna be given a few officers, and that's to help Prison 4 for that substation. And we do have the cases. We have the cases we sent to your office. We have cases that we sent misdemeanors to their office, you know, and we're doing our job. We do whatever. I'm not criticizing your office, I'm not criticizing anybody's office, but we are doing what we're supposed to do. And not criticizing anybody, but we're doing our job. And I'm not going to anybody's department just saying that I got good officers and we're working right there.
You have very good officers,
Yes,
Sharon.
we
I've
do.
seen it. I mean, I've seen it firsthand, time and again, and you always look out for the bottom line of the county. I'm very grateful because in some other counties, the sheriffs and judges and commissioners' courts, they don't have a strong relationship. And that's just the way it is. But here, we are. And the fact that you go above and beyond and look out for us means a lot to us. When we look at it, we say, okay, this guy's doing a great job. How do we help him? You know, so
Well,
I
thank you.
appreciate you.
We're open to all the departments, you know, we work with everybody. That's what we do.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Commissioner?
Once again, 5:35 p.m. Any more comments? All right then. This hearing is now closed.